So this is going to be a video over my eyeshadow palette collection and a possible declutter. So all in one. And these are just kind of mid-range to higher end eyeshadow palettes. I think I do have one or two that are not as expensive. They're a little lower priced. But this is basically the majority of my larger size palettes, and I do have like a bunch of smaller palettes, so we'll see how far I can get with this one. This was my very first Urban Decay, the Naked. This is the first palette, and yeah, this is it right here. It's got like the cool tone shades. It does have some warm browns in it, but it does have some more of the cooler tones, and never really reached for this palette. I think I've used it once or twice. I mean, it looks like brand new. And I do store everything in my Alex 9 drawers, so they're always stored in a nice, cool, dark place, which is really beneficial for your eyeshadow palettes. And yeah, but I'm going to keep this. I don't have the Naked 2. It didn't really appeal to me, but I do have the Naked 3, and this is absolutely one of my favorites. So this is my Naked 3, and I love this palette. It has all of your kind of rose gold tones to it, and love it. This is, like I said, one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes, so I'm definitely keeping this one. I have the Naked Smoky palette. This one's okay. I just don't reach for it very much, but it does do a really pretty smoky eye. I just have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, but I am a collector, and so I do want to keep my Naked palettes. This is my brand new Naked palette, and this is my Heat palette, and I did a video over this, I believe, or maybe like a favorites video, and yeah, I love all of these. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm definitely, and I do like the brush in it. I've already put it in my little brush holder. So yeah, I'm keeping this one. Now this is a Naked, it's called Urban Decay on the Run. This was kind of a limited edition, or it said limited edition, then I would see it here and there every once in a while. Never really used this. It has the Perversion mascara in it. It has eyeliner. It has a lip gloss. It has the 5 eyeshadows, a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer. And I don't even think I've swatched this. It has a big mirror in it. This would probably be something to take, but it's so big and chunky. I think I might, this is going to be a declutter right here. Declutter. I don't ever use it. Okay, here's some Too Faced stuff. Funfetti. I think it came out, I don't know, Valentine's or before Valentine's Day. I'm not quite sure. Never touched this palette whatsoever, but I'm not getting rid of it. It's gonna stay. This is the Nikki Tutorials Too Faced collaboration that she did, and it's called The Power of Makeup, which is noted for her famous Power of Makeup video. If you've never seen that, you should go check that out. I thought these were really pretty colors. I especially like this purple color. I mean, these look really fun, but I don't really reach for this palette. So I think I'm going to declutter this palette, believe it or not. It did come in, with an eyeliner, and I do like the eyeliner, so I'm going to keep that. This is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I got this when the first release. They've re-released it since then, but this is the very first release palette, and they say they've improved the formula. I'm not really sure. I do like this one. I've used it quite a bit, and it is one of my favorite Too Faced palettes, so I'm keeping this one. I don't see anything wrong with it. I like it, so I'm keeping this palette. Then I have the Chocolate Bonbons palette, and I really like this one too. This is one of my favorites, and I mean, it's got the chocolate brown colors, it's got the pink colors. I love these pinks. I like pinks and purples on the eye, and I really like it, so I'm going to keep that one. This one is my Too Faced chocolate bar, and I like this one. I'm going to keep it, and I'm sure you know what the Too Faced chocolate bar is. It's just their series of palettes from Too Faced, and I really like these colors. Then I have the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar. I don't really reach for this one as much, but it does have some pretty colors in it, and I am going to keep this one. I'm a makeup addict, people, so yeah. This is by Stila, and this one is the Eyes Are the Window shadow palette. They have Eyes Are the Window, and this one is the Soul. They have different versions with different color schemes, and I really like this one. It's really pretty, and I'm definitely keeping this one. I haven't had this one too long. One of my YouTube friends like this palette, and so I checked it out and I thought, I'm gonna get that. So I really like that. I'm gonna keep it. Here's no surprise, my Sephora Pro palette. I did a video over this one. Love this eyeshadow palette, and yeah, it's got that huge mirror in it. I love those colors. They blend like a dream, and this is definitely staying for sure. Let me move these over here. Now this is one of my lower end palettes here. This is by Coastal Scents, and it's the Revealed 2 palette. I really like this palette. It has all these pretty like burgundy and rose gold colors, and your cooler tone colors, a lot of shimmer shadows. They have a few mattes in here. But yeah, I really like this, and it's very inexpensive. I don't remember exactly how much this was, but I want to say between $10, $15, something like that. So if you haven't tried out Coastal Scents, I would definitely recommend looking at their Revealed palettes. They have like a 1, 2, 3. They may have a 4. I'm not sure, but this is the one that I really liked. Then I have my Lorac Unzipped palette. Now this is the gold, unzipped gold. And I really like this one. It has all the brown colors, and these blend like a dream. I love Lorac eyeshadows, and definitely keeping this. This is their Lorac Unzipped. This was the first one that came out. And of course, look at these eyeshadows. Oh yeah, this is my jam. Love these rose gold pinks, burgundies. Oh yeah, definitely keeping this. Then I have my Kat Von D Shade and Light eyeshadow palette, and yeah, this is not going anywhere. This is like one of my favorites. I love this for a neutral eye. You can do a smoky eye with it, and I love all of these shades, and I'm definitely keeping this. And then I have another Kat Von D. This is the Metal Matte eyeshadow palette. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, she does all of her graphic design, her artwork for her cosmetic line, which is pretty cool. And I have used this several times, including on my daughter when she went to prom. We did a blue eyeshadow that was like the bomb, and it turned out really great. So I'm definitely keeping this eyeshadow palette. All of these lower rows are mattes, and then these are all the shimmers to kind of go with it. So it's pretty cool. So you've got your matte and you got your metal. Then I have this, it's called Beauty Killer by Jeffree Star. I don't have a lot of Jeffree Star items, but I did like this eyeshadow palette, and yeah, I never used it, but I plan on using this eyeshadow palette soon, and maybe I'll do a tutorial with it. I really like these colors. They're just a little different, and I really loved that hot pink. I don't know where I'm going to wear that to, but even if I maybe use that as a liner or something, just to add a pop of color. Halloween's coming up. You never know. I might be able to use it. Then I have this one. Now this one is a lower price point eyeshadow. This is the She palette. I did a video about this one. And this is by ColourPop, and it was the Karouche ColourPop collaboration. And yeah, I love all of these eyeshadows, and they blend like a dream. They go on so nicely, and I love this packaging. I think ColourPop hit it out of the park with that. So that is definitely staying. This one is the Tartlet by Tarte. The Tartlet. And I really love this eyeshadow palette. It's all mattes, and love it. They blend like a dream. Really, really love it. and it has its counterpart, which is the Tartlet in Bloom. This is everybody's favorite, and I do like it. It has some shimmer shadows in it, and it has, you know, the mattes. So I think that's why more people tend to gravitate towards this one, because it does have a variety, a little diversity. I like both of them. They both blend like a dream, and I'm very pleased with both of these eyeshadow palettes, so they're definitely going to stay. This is actually one by Tarte, and this is the Rainforest of the Sea. Love this packaging, and I love the way, you know, it's designed here, just kind of in this little pinwheel type of design with the mirror and everything. This one has like all shimmery shades, and that's the only thing is I mean, unless you're going to do all shimmers on your eye, but I really like it. It's nice. I've used it a couple of times. This one though is one of my favorites. I've had this for a while. This is my Tarte Rainforest After Dark Colored Clay Eye and Cheek Palette. This is one of my favorites. I've done a couple of videos with this, and I love it. It has the blush, the bronzer, the highlight, and then it's got a full set of eyeshadows, and you've got mattes and you've got shimmers. So yeah, you kind of got everything in one right here. It's a great traveling palette. This is a newer one too. This is the Melissa Michelle. She's a YouTube vlogger, beauty vlogger, and she did a collaboration with Ulta where she has the eyeshadows. It had a liquid lipstick in here, which I've already used and I really like it, and it's got the bronzer and a highlighter in here. So, and I've already used this a couple of times. I really like it. These blend like a dream. I was really impressed. Here's her picture, by the way, if you want to see what she looks like, and there's her YouTube channel. There's a little plug for you, Melissa. And this is the Lorac Beauty and the Beast palette, which I have not used yet. I need to use this, but I just got this, so I'm definitely not going to get rid of this at all. Comes with a brush, double-ended brush. Look how pretty that mirror is. Yeah, there you go. Snap closure. Has a little bookmark. I thought it was really cute. This packaging is adorable. Beauty and the Beast. There you go. So that's going to stay. I'm not doing so hot. It seems like I got a lot of new stuff too. I'm always buying eyeshadow palettes. This, in fact, is new. I didn't get the Mega Pro palette by Lorac. This is their first one, and I just got it, and I used it today. And this is definitely not going anywhere. Look at those eyeshadows. They're gorgeous. And Lorac eyeshadows, one of my favorite eyeshadows. They blend so nicely. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to get rid of this eyeshadow palette. Then I have the Mega Pro 2, which I have used once. But that's only because I have so many eyeshadow palettes, and I'm always trying to try different eyeshadow palettes. But I'm definitely keeping this. I really like these cooler tones, and I do want to give this a try and see how. I know the eyeshadow, the blendability is good. I just want to see how these eyeshadows look on me and my color skin or skin tone. This one is by Urban Decay. This is the Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass eyeshadow palette. Oh, yep, there it is. When I open it up, that would show it to you. Thought it was so cute. Their little packaging here, and get it to open. It has like the butterfly. I thought it was so pretty. I have only used this eyeshadow palette one time, but look at all those. Aren't they pretty? Some really pretty colors. So I'm not getting rid of this. I definitely love that. This is the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Hear that, all my friends out there? Anastasia Beverly Hills. Okay, I said it right. And yeah, this is a really nice eyeshadow palette. I love this. I use it a lot. It doesn't even look like I've used it very much, but I have. You can tell this shade, these shimmers, this shade, the red ochre, the burnt orange, the golden ochre I've used quite a bit. Used the Real Gar quite a bit. So yeah, definitely like that. And I did get the Subculture palette. It's on its way, so I can't wait to try that out. This is staying. Then I have 3 more of these Lorac Pro palettes. This is the first one, which I absolutely love this eyeshadow palette. I use this quite a bit, as you can see the dust on it. I do like to keep my palettes clean. It's kind of a thing with me. So they don't really look as dirty as, I guess, some people's eyeshadow palettes. But yeah, I am definitely keeping this one. This is the Lorac Pro palette. This is the second one, I believe. Yeah, this is Pro 2. And I have actually not used this one yet. But look at those colors. They're so pretty. I can't wait to try this out. I don't know why I haven't tried it out. I don't know. I have so many. I'm a junkie. I'm sorry. Then I have the Lorac Pro Palette 3, which absolutely love this one. I got this one before the 2, and this is one of my favorites. It does remind me of the Unzip palette, just in a smaller pan, but it has similar, to me, some similar shadows. Not all, but some. But this one has more of golder tones, where the other one has more of the mauve, roses, the rose golds. So yeah, this one, I love this eyeshadow palette. And it's staying. Then I have the It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty, and it has that kind of same thing as the Modern Renaissance, same kind of packaging. It has that velvety packaging, which I don't know if I'm so thrilled about that. To me, it looks like it gets dirty so easily. And this one has some really pretty shadows in it. I love these kind of mauve-y shades with the purples. And then you have kind of a corally pink. This one's called Sunset, and I really like that one. So yeah, this is a really pretty eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to keep that. This is my Nude Tude by The Balm, and yeah, I've never used this whatsoever. I can't remember. I think I got this from Kohl's. Got it on sale. I've just never used it. But I don't want to get rid of it because I've not even used this thing. So, I don't know. This is a maybe. It's a maybe. And this is the Smashbox Shape Matters eyeshadow palette. And I have used this one a couple of times. And I don't really like it. I don't know why. The eyeshadows are, very pigmented, and they do blend. I like Smashbox, but I don't know why. This is not my favorite palette. This is definitely one I'm decluttering. Sorry, Smashbox. Here's another Tarte palette, and this is I love this palette. Like, when I saw it, I fell in love with it. I don't really like the way this packaging is, but it shows everything. But I really like this palette. Got this palette, and I've only used it like a couple of times, but I mean, it was one that I hunted down, and I was like, I've got to have this eyeshadow palette. It's like one of those, and it's so beautiful. Like, I'm opening it up right now, and I'm like, this is so gorgeous. Why am I not using this eyeshadow palette? I do not know. So I'm definitely going to I need to put this like in my everyday drawer so that I can use this palette. This is definitely staying. This is my Carly Bible palette she did with BH Cosmetics, the 10 color eyeshadow, and has a highlighter, 4 highlighters in it. And yeah, I really like this eyeshadow palette. It's really pretty. Blendability is great, and the highlighters are great. And she's another YouTube beauty vlogger. That was her collaboration. Okay, I'm putting this to the side. I'm not doing all that. Then I have the deluxe version. And I thought, I don't hardly ever use the first one, but I'm going to get the second one. And I did. And I've used it once, and I really like it. It's so pretty. Now, I take that back. I've used it twice. I've used this twice. And it's got some great eyeshadows. And these highlighters are just amazing. And I really like it. So it's definitely staying, not getting rid of that. Then I have this Too Faced Natural Love palette And I just fell in love with this palette. It's like the packaging just was so pretty, and the shades were so pretty. I'm like, I have to have this eyeshadow palette. I've used it a couple of times, I have to say, and yeah, I really like it, and I'm keeping this eyeshadow palette. It's not going anywhere. So far, I've only decluttered 3 eyeshadow palettes. That's a terrible thing. This is my Jaclyn Hill palette, her collaboration with Morphe. This bad boy is not going anywhere. I've only gotten this a few weeks ago, and this is my jam right now. I love it, and yeah, so I'm definitely keeping this. And these eyeshadows are just so beautiful, so pigmented, blend like a dream. You can do so many looks with this eyeshadow palette. There's just limitless possibilities, and I'm definitely keeping that. Okay, I got this little, and this is just, I've got a few more of these holiday sets, and I'm not going to even go into all those today, but I am going to go in with this one. This one is a Too Faced holiday set that I got last year. Comes with one of those mascaras that I don't use, and these palettes, I thought that was so cute. They have the Too Faced Peppermint Mocha, the Too Faced Eggnog Latte, and the Too Faced Gingerbread Cookie. How cute are these? That's why I bought them. This packaging was so adorable. And yeah, I've never even used these. I ought to give these away this year for Christmas gifts, because there's a place on the back of them that's got a to and from. That's what I should do, because I'm probably not gonna ever use these. I think somebody said one of these has like a great blush and great bronzer. Oh, this one. Everybody's saying the Santa Baby blush is like the bomb. If I kept any of them, I'd probably keep this one because I like these colors the most. Although I like that gingerbread one too. I don't know. The gingerbread one, kind of like those shades. Although I probably would not. I don't know. And just think, I have more that are coming. I had a little 20% off Ulta coupons. I bought more. This one is the, let's see, Make Believe in Yourself palette by Tarte. And I fell in love with this packaging. I don't know. I just thought it was so pretty. And yeah, it's one of those round eyeshadow palettes. And this one has all shimmers, including this one in the center. No, take that back. There's one eyeshadow. This is a matte eyeshadow. Well, yeah, I've never used it. I need to use this. I think it's pretty. I am going to be going on vacation soon, so I'm thinking about bringing a couple of these with me. See how they pan out. Haha. And this is the Shan XO, another YouTube beauty vlogger who did a collaboration with BH Cosmetics. Now she has her own makeup line, which I think almost everybody's getting their own makeup line these days. But yeah, here's her eyeshadow, and I just recently bought this. I've seen her do several different eyeshadow looks with this, and really pretty. So I thought I'll go ahead and pick it up. It was on sale, and I think I had a coupon. That's when I get these eyeshadow palettes, because they're on sale. They'll go on sale, and or I'll have a coupon. Now this one is, oh my god, I love this eyeshadow palette. This is by Juvia's Place, and it's called the Saharan palette. Ready? Bam. These colors are crazy pigmented, and they blend like nobody's business, and these colors are just so pretty. I know they look kind of bold and brassy, but they are. They're bold, and I really like them, and they do a great eye look. Blendability, I mean, you can blend like all of these together and get like this gorgeous color on your eyelids, and it just is amazing. I absolutely love it. And yeah, it's one of these indie brands, and I do want to get some more palettes from this brand. This is another, I think this was I'm not really sure. This is the Tarte High Performance Naturals palette. Naturals. I don't know where I'm getting that accent from. Naturals. Okay. Yeah, I've never used this palette. They had this, I think it was on sale or something, and I thought it was so cute because it had the double mirrors. And yeah, never used it. So this might be another one too that I could take for travel, because it's got your matte shades here. These are all mattes, and then you've got shimmers here, and then you've got a blush, and this looks like a blush topper, so it's got more of a shimmer to it. So this might be one that I take traveling with me. This one is the Tarte collaboration with Bunny. She's the Graveyard Girl on YouTube, another YouTuber. She's not just beauty, she's like all kinds of things. So yeah, you would have to check her out to understand. I'm sure you know she's got millions and millions and millions of subscribers. But this was her collaboration, and I used this a couple of times, and they were really pretty. I really liked them, and they also got the matching lipstick, liquid lipstick in the Texas Toast. So when I use kind of more of these colors down here, yeah, it looks really good with that liquid lipstick. So I'm definitely keeping all those. So it looks like I have decluttered, I think, 3 eyeshadow palettes. Let me count. Okay, it's 4. The Too Faced Power of Makeup by Nikki Tutorials. This one's going. The Urban Decay big boxed set here called Naked on the Run. This one's going with all of its goodies inside. The Balm Poor Thing Nude Tude is going. And the Smashbox Photo Matte Eyes, or Shape Matters. Photo Matte Eyes and Shape Matters. I think that's just a hashtag. So it's the Photo Matte Eyes that's going. So see you later. Those are the 4. Okay, so that was my eyeshadow collection, just kind of my mid-range to higher end collection. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. And don't forget to leave me some comments down below. I will see you next time in my next video. Bye, y'all.